So you are here to watch and listen to your fellow students play some of their pieces, play some other pieces, and their original works. The faculty are all very excited about this. I got to listen to some great music, and I'm very happy about the stuff that I heard. You're going to actually hear some performances, live performances, which is excellent as well. And this, again, this is the first time we've ever done anything like this, and we want to keep doing this. So again, I hope you get inspired by everything you've seen today, because I know it made me very happy to listen to the music that I heard and to know that people are going to actually be playing. You're going to hear from the students, especially from some of my ND students, about how they came to the song they came to and things like that. Just a little brief description about what they were doing, somewhat brief. And that's what's going to happen. The change in the program in the piano and composition is that we are going to hear the Beethoven first, and then it's going to go in the order. Okay? Again, thank you all for coming. This is really great for you to come out and support your fellow students. And that's it. please, if you're standing, please come and sit down. So this next set of things you're going to hear are going to be from the sound design class. Let me skip this slide right here. So what's happening here, you're going to see some videos. And let's see. Now let's, the videos you're going to see are pretty much stock videos. They just come from anywhere. And students are asked to either provide sound effects and or to the film that they're given. So the first thing we're going to see, yeah, just put it in. Well, no, it's going to show up over here. Okay, it's in here. This is very nice. Okay, so you have this wonderful video. So this is done by Mr. Jesse, how do I say your last name? Mako. Normally I don't get my name proper today. So, Mako, would you like to talk about your piece before we play it, or would you like to do it afterwards? The crowd is right there, so why don't you come and look at it?
Alright, this is a video that I found on the internet under public domain, which means I can do pretty much whatever I want with it. Right now, it's only like a mock-up. I don't have any of my own sounds in it, there's samples, but it's pretty much what I'd like to have it sound as if I did it myself. As you see, I tried to focus a bit more on perspective than I have previously. You haven't seen my previous work, so that's okay. So yeah, it's I'm about 10 hours into it so far, and it's still very much a work in progress. If you like.
Okay, now I can't see anything. Thank you. Okay, well, that's a problem. So I will stop a no sound problem. That's why I call the person up here. Okay. Let's try it again. There you go. Thank you. Okay, now you can go. And now that was for your, which class? Your digital recording? So, digital recording techniques.
It's advanced.
Advanced, okay. So, again, doing sound design, this is exactly what is involved, syncing up various elements to the film with your own custom sounds or sounds that you can find. So again, this is Advanced Pro Tools. Okay. So next one, I'm going to do, which one is that? I'm going to do the mist. Okay, so now I've got to switch the projection thing here. This is the computer. If I can switch it from here too. Oh, I can't see again. Okay, so this next one by John Ryan, this is out of my sound design class, and what this is, they're scoring music and or sound effects to an old video of the game Myst. Okay, so that's what's happening here. And this is by Mr. John Ryan. Would you like to say something before or after? Okay, we have no choice, yes or no?
After.
Okay, here we go.
Good afternoon, everyone. This was my project for Professor Jackson's sound design class. Around the middle of Around the middle of the semester, we basically had the task of taking all these videos that he gave us and importing them with zero sound whatsoever into Pro Tools and doing all the sounds ourselves, music, sound effects. So that's basically what I did. I did the music and partial sound effects in Expand, the Pro Tools plugin for ME guys, and other
People.
guys and girls. And and the rest of the sounds I recorded myself at home and here downstairs.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So the next one, same video, done by a different student, a totally different approach. This is by Travis Joseph. You can't hide. You're like right in front of the room. Would you like to say before or after? No. See, you can just get it over with. Just sit down. Okay. Very different, unique approach. Like to talk about it, please.
So, you already know what the video was about. Honestly, when I was doing this video, I had no idea what to do, so I just started playing on the piano, and it sounded right. I saw the image in my mind. And everything I did, it was honestly just so I could use a microphone to record that one thing we heard in the background, that heartbeat thing.
Both of the videos, again, both approaches, it's really the effect that it has on you, the viewer, and that's the whole point of how I teach sound design. Remember, when you go to the movies, you're affected in a lot of ways, not just visual, but if you just saw the action with none of the sound and none of the music, you're probably going to affect you this way, and you don't really think about this. So it's the job of the sound designer and the composer to give the effect of what's happening on the scene, and that's what they're learning in this class, music technology majors. The idea of doing a music-only sound, as opposed to something like really like a sound effect, is depending on that scene. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I actually forgot what it sounded, what his video was, because I told him to change something, and to see just the pulsing under there and the piano really actually makes the scene a little sadder. Okay. I don't think I cried on the inside. But I do know that we have 2 weeks left and we haven't given grades in yet. And then Amber's video really was the whole thing of how to incorporate all these other elements with not just the music, but with also the score and the flash effects and things like that. You will see that when you watch a movie, you'll understand that this is how this stuff is done. It's done by people who are, quote unquote, for the most part, not famous, but still working. And this is the kind of thing we teach here, and this is what we do. You ready to move? Okay, so thank you, my sound design people. Excellent work. Thank you very, very much. You make me proud. Make everybody proud. Okay, music production. Okay. Let's just say most of you know how I feel about a lot of things. Okay, so You're going to hear some really good music, and it's across the board. Okay, you're going to hear band stuff and production stuff done on the computer. And so we're going to start off with Henley's piece, Chan. Again, you get the option of speaking now or later. You can speak now. Henley Chan, everybody.
Hi everyone, my name is Henley Onorina.
What's this is?
So this piece, it's okay. I was singing it, and I wrote the song like I don't know in the guitar class when I was in high school, so it was like way back then. Then I bring it to my band, and we all arranged it, and I made melodies and I sang. And lyrics was in Japanese, so you probably wouldn't understand what I'm saying. But basically, it's about love letter. So and yeah, we recorded, and yeah.
And yeah. Okay. You run away now. live musicians playing band thing stuff. It's my favorite thing in the world. Okay. Let's see. Come in. So next, Giovanni Rodriguez. You want to come and talk?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is a collection of 3 pieces. They're all in Spanish. The first one is R&B, second one is Latin reggae, and the third one is electro pop. And I also like to give credit to Randy Rodriguez. He also helped me in all of one track. No,
Yeah,
it's one track.
Well, they're all blended. Yeah. He mixed it very nicely. What's great about the reason I picked that is because you get a sampling, of the producer artists, the people they work with. So you get a whole bunch of things. There's the female singer, the male singer. You've got different textures and things going on like that. So next we have Angela and her lovely song. Would you like to talk about your lovely song? Sure. How do you spell sure? I know we spell it on Staten Island.
This is a piece that my friend from high school wrote, and she played guitar and sang on it. And I had help from Justin Malco recording it, but I mixed it myself. And it's definitely unfinished.
Yes.
You and I both know that we are too extreme for each other. You're more than I could have ever handled, and it's making me wonder how I made it through the last 365. 'Cause I don't think I'll ever sleep another night at ease. 'Cause you're a disease, I feel you flowing through my bloodstream. But I can't help the feeling that I get when you walk into a room. My heart is attacked and I swear I'll relapse if I don't leave soon. You're the only one that I'll ever love as much as I did. You're the only kiss that I'll ever miss as much as this. Now I can go into the details and begin to describe the contour of your body below mine. But I'll never be one to kiss and tell, kiss and tell, kiss and tell. You're so selfish, insecure, so centered, never sure. But I could never love anyone more. It's true, the only ones that will ever really matter are the ones we should ignore. So what should I do now? My heart has been bruised now, but I still stand here feeling this way. But if I'm free like a free bird, then why does it still hurt? Is it you or I that can't change? But I know if you ever put down your pride, you truly admit that I've been right. You've been anything to hear this cage bird sing, even for one last time. You're the only one that I'll ever love as much as I did. And you're the only kiss that I'll ever miss as much as this. Now I can go into the details and begin to describe the contour of your body below mine. But I'll never be one to kiss and tell, 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 kiss and tell. You're the only one that I'll ever love as much as I did. You're the only kiss that I'll ever miss as much as this. Now I can go into the details and begin to describe the contour of your body below mine. But I'll never be one to kiss and tell, kiss and tell, kiss and tell.
me selecting that song was because it was just voice and guitar. At the end of the day, no matter what you do, no matter how many things you add to it, it's always about the song. There is nothing more important than the song. Nothing. I don't care about your hot 808 kick. I don't care. Is it getting in the way of the vocals? But no. Okay? So, again, remember that when you're writing stuff like that, it's always about the song. If you can't sing the song just sitting on like the steps and you guys just can't get into it, then it's not really a song. Okay? Look at that. That's what I don't do. What's my salary? That's my throw. I've been broken. Yeah. Okay, so, Mr. Rodriguez, you want to talk about your song, your little thing here? Then I'm going to talk about it. This is what you want me to say. No,
To sum it up in a few words, I just wanted to make a song that music lovers could relate to. Maybe not the people that love listening to music, but definitely the ones that love creating it, whether it's like a 35-year-old male from New York who loves playing jazz, or a 17-year-old girl from Alabama that loves making country, or a QCC ME student that wants to be a producer. And I intended for this song to like not only tell my story, but also tell the story of all those out there who live somewhat of a musical lifestyle. I actually got the instrumental from a student that goes to this school by the name of Alberto Leacock, so I just want to thank him for helping me out with that. And thank Professor Jackson for picking the track to be played amongst you. So, thank you.
It takes a lot for me to like hip hop. You know this. I'm very persnickety. And I like this.
Good morning to you in my city. I've been up all night in my city. No lie. Straight to the sunrise. Yo, it's 9 a.m. I'm out the door on my way to making moves. For the thing I love most, what I'm taking up in school. Music, I diffuse it, it's my addiction. Man, I hear a beat and can't help but start spitting on the Q27 to the QCC. Can't wait to school's out so I can go do me. Until then, I'm writing ciphers on the back of my test. While a student to my left beat knocking on his desk. The teacher like less work, for me I'm on the network. Keep the beat going, son. Here comes the next verse. And it's like this until it's 5:30. The finishing of physics and another bus ride. And while I'm on the bus, I'll be writing to this beat that a classmate gave to me just last week. And these first two bars are sounding hot, son. They probably be a hit song by the time I stop talking. Good morning to you in my city. I've been up all night in my city. No lie. Sticking to the sunrise. Good morning to you in my city. I've been up all night in my city. No lie. Sticking to the sunrise. Hold up, yeah, this is stop I gotta get off. Run upstairs so I can go and drop my shit off. Eat, take a dump, and probably right while on the toilet. It is what it is. Then I'm on the train, 7 that is. I'm taking it from Maine to 42nd. And while I'm on the train, I'll be spitting for the public. Handing them tapes like handmade, you're gonna love this. If not, oh well, then dump it. Throw it in the trash, it don't mean nothing. Cause I take full discrepancies as a lesson in life. Can't let it get the best of me to bring stress to my life. I gotta keep it moving, gotta keep on stepping it right. I can't work at Western B for the rest of my life. So every chance that I get, I'll be wrecking them
Western beef, and the ever mysterious 42nd Avenue. It's just good. And then, you know, there's nothing wrong with working at Western Beef when you're going to school, okay? It's like, it just got me. So, okay. So thank you for that. So again, everybody, I want to thank you for coming to the very first time we've ever done this. I hope the rest of you have been inspired by this, and I hope to see you get your submissions next semester. And I want to thank everybody who participated today. Excellent work, everybody. Keep doing it.